So here it is. This is the bathroom we're going to be starting. You can see it's in need of an update. The main thing is this bath needs to come out so we can get a walk-in shower in here. Customer can't get in and out the bath no more, so that's the main reason for him having the bathroom done. It's all going to be multi-panels. We're going to have a chrome radiator there, basin unit there, obviously a toilet there, but the air dryer's back to the wall one, and I did tell them when there was design in the bathroom, that's cast iron. So yeah, but I said I might have to build some boxing, but it's going to come off the wall a lot, that is. I suppose it is what it is, but yeah. So at the moment we just took delivery of all the stuff, so I'm going to get that in and make a start. So as we're ripping out, Wayne's just taking the tiles off there, basins out, tiles out. Just took the bath panel off. Look at that, some old waste system. And obviously a walk-in shower's going in here, so we've got to look at sorting that waste out, sorting that waste out, sorting that waste out. So, and the pipework. So basically nothing lines up on this job. So yeah, bath's ready to come out though. I've disconnected the waste, disconnected the electric showers there. Then we've got a big blanked off on the up in the loft. Toilet, we're going to take that out. We're going to take the system out but leave the toilet in so the customer can use it overnight if they need to. We'll have to leave a bucket or something. We've got a false wall to put in there just so that comes nice and flat, and that radiator coming out, nice tail valve. Obviously that's going to be gone. New extractor, new light. But yeah, this is the fun part. It's where you get your aggression out here. Just rip it, get in and rip out. Alright, went to the van to get that stuff, and good old Wayne here smashed the bath out. Fair play to him. So this is what we've got to deal with. You can see here they've knocked some of the wall out to get the bath in. Now, when I measured this, I wanted the 1700, I did. I thought 1700 was getting there easy. But we had it designed by City Plumbing, and they said it will not go in. So Wayne's got to take measure at the ready. We're going to see who was right. What we got, Wayne?
1688.
1688, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if you'd cut some of that out, got that in, it'd been very, 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 very tight, but yeah, it would have gone in. Just looking at the floorboards running that way, means the joists are running that way, and our waste is going down there. Fantastic. Oh well. So yeah, bath's out. I'm going to get some of the floorboards up there and see how we can run the waste from there to there. I've got a feeling it might just be easier to get into the stack and start brand new. I don't know. We'll see anyway. Let's get this floor up and have a look. But the floor will be easy to come up because it's ply lined. We can just... I reckon we can get out in one piece. If the toilet wall in the way. I might bosh the toilet out and just get the radiator out and get the floor up. See, here's how we're looking now. If you remember there's the sheet panel there. It was a piece of ply and another piece of ply. We've got all that behind it. And that's the stack. Now that's plastic. 3 inch. That's 2 inch. No, that's the 2 inch. That's 4 inch cast, which is our supply to the toilet, hence why it's so far off the wall. Then you got a 2 inch that goes all the way there, all in cast. So below there is all stacks. What we're going to do is go downstairs, cut it off, and we're going to start again. We're going to rip all this out and start again. Then we've got to leave the toilet in overnight because customers elderly, they need the toilet overnight. We've got one downstairs, but they're finding it hard to walk, so we've got to leave that in. So what we're going to do is concentrate on getting the shower train. Get the shower train, so all these boards there I'm coming up. It's going to 18mm hardwood ply there. So we've got to run new waste pipe, hot and colds, because the shower is going on this wall here. So yeah, I think if we can get the shower train in today with the hot and cold and the shower ready, I think we've done well. All the walls are hollow. Even though that's an external brick wall, that's a hollow wall. That's a hollow wall. It needs a chair putting in. But normally the multi-panels, when they go in, it makes the walls rock solid anyway. So if we can get the shower train today, the waste, hot and colds, all sorted, I think we've done well. And the walls, you can see them a bit flaky, so we're going to get the scrapers on them. Because with the panels, you just use adhesive, like silicone adhesive, and it just goes straight on. When you start putting the panels on, they just fly, all go on. So yeah, the customer, I say to the customer, you're going to save on labour with the panels. And they do look nice, they're all waterproof, 30-year guarantee on them. Yeah, they're a good option. So yeah, let's get these tiles up. Let's get this wood up. Yeah, them not floorboards come so easy, mate. Let's get them up and can angle going that out. Tilt that back one anyway. Beautiful. The customer says sometimes when using the basin, it was backfilling and we found the culprit. Look at that.
2 inch.
That is blocked. I think we made one call here replacing the full waste system. Wow. That is some weight in that as well. Oh my god. But yeah. Gotta get these boards up underneath my legs now and start running some new pipes. How does that feel? Weighty. Bloody hell. Right, let's get this crap out. Right, we've come to a conclusion that we're working late tonight because toilet in the way, it was doing us no favour, so the toilet's come out, it's not going back. All that's got to come out. We're going to have to put a new stack in, which we didn't plan for. It's going to have to be done. Bored some more out here, and we did realise, and then boards go right the way through. So when we realised we've stopped, but we're going to have to put a batten in there and the hardwood ply is going to have to be L-shaped. Bit of a pain, but we can do it. That corner as well, we're going to have to strengthen up over there before we put it down. So we're going to run a new waste, new hot and cold there for the shower. Yeah, so it's a lot more than what we thought on day one, but if you break the back of it on day one, it makes the rest of the days a lot easier. So Wayne's just trying to go through this poo pipe. How's it going, Wayne? Face says it all, Samana.
Nothing.
Oh. it's just hard to get to. Yeah, it's just the nicest thing in the world to do, they say. But we might have to get that out of the way, sort out the old cars, put the new stack up, get a new toilet. We're going to have to get a new toilet in, I think, tonight, if we can, but we'll see how we get on. Now, Wayne just said, you ain't going to believe this. So, let's see what Wayne's on about once he gets it out. Here we go. Wow! Look at that! I think replacing the stack was the right call, mate, don't you?
Definitely.
Wow. Absolutely rotten.
What a corrosion.
What a commotion.
Stop calling me an oxen.
That was slow commotion. So yeah, got that out. Got to cut through them, cut downstairs, then all this can come out and we can start from scratch. Just while Wayne's been doing that, I've been marking out on the wall where the basin's going according to the plans. That's the back of the units. We've got to make sure our pipes pop up higher than that so we can get onto them. So yeah, I think I'm going to take this board up so we can bring the waste pipe up there. Hot cold either side, happy days. So yeah, but yeah, that's crazy. Wow, it's a bit warm, that is. Wow. Right, so quick progress box. We have got to crack on with this. Hot and cold in gloss to there, then clip there. We're going to have to take some of that wall out because we've got to put some timber in there for a seat and put some more new plasterboard in there because obviously they've took it out for the bath. The water's back on. Now we've managed to get the saw stack out, probably see down here. That's probably a better angle. We've got a band to go for that. New saw stack's going to come up, then we can move the toilet and have it as a back to the wall toilet. Yeah, that was a nightmare getting out, that was. Absolute nightmare. I did use my reciprocating saw with the metal bit. Now I have found these are the Bosch bits, but it's really hard to get started with them. But once it's started, say if you use an angle grinder, them absolutely rinsed through it. So yeah, that come in handy. Yeah, I'm just going to drop it down now and get the new stack in. You see Wayne's there, just put it all together. We've got the T strap boss on there and the band there ready to go on. So I'm going to feed it through from down here and the Wayne's can connect it downstairs like that. So that'll be for the shower and the basin, and that'll be for the toilet. Alright, so that T's all mocked up now. Wayne's going to be appearing any second now with it all mocked up. Pushing it through. Have to push it through. Oh my god. Twist, there you go.
I'll have to open this off the band seal.
That's about as high as it goes, mate.
Drop it down really.
There you go. Just tell me if you want it lifting up.
No, I'm just going to loosen this one.
Okay. You get the general gist now. I can come across for the toilet and shower and basin waste. Oh my god. You got it on?
Will be in a sec, yeah.
Good man.
Just loosening it all up.
Back on day 2. Last night we left it with the new tall piping. Toilet was in there. Toilet's out now. It's not going back. All the floorboards up here. That's all that cost us a bit of time because we did want to get the shower train yesterday, but it was like 6 o'clock before we finished. So today he's going to be getting this all ready for panelling. It's got to be ready for panelling today. So we've got to put a false wall in there, floor down on there. Yeah, we've got to work with that a little bit today. Wayne's just sorting out the toilet, where the race is going to go. Yeah, let's get cracking with it. So what Wayne's doing at the moment, he's just put a swept tee in there, 32mm reducer, going into where we made it up with the stab there, off the new stack. So he's going to bring that up. So what I'm hoping to do is just connect it onto here, so we can test that, get all the floor back down and make sure there's no leaks there before we build the wall there. And I'm just measuring the height now for the chair, because there's a chair going in here and I want to get something supporting behind there. So I'm going to cut the wall out, concrete fixings straight into the brick, so we've got a bit of wood because it's like dot and dab there, so I need something solid to fix onto. So the 18mm hardwood is all cut out now, but I'm going to put some strengtheners in between because I want these solid as possible. If you remember, I've done a video a while back on the crack shower tray and I having the same happen again. Even though that'll be sufficient, I am just going to put some braces, supports across here and underneath there, especially underneath there. Them are actually quite strong going underneath once I'm screwed, but these yeah, I'm going to try and get a brace across there. I've got to move that pipe for the radiator. If I wanted to try and get that in, because the waste is going to come underneath me here, then back in there. So I wanted to get that in, mark where the waste is going, just so all that can go in, and we've got some work area, because at the moment that big hole there is doing us absolutely no favours. Wayne's spokes in there, Wayne just clipping it to there, through the joist here. Now remember, with your joist, you can only go through certain points of the joist and certain thicknesses. I'll let you know the calculation in a bit, but I've got the basin teed in there, that goes all the way across to here, ready to connect onto there. So yeah, it's a new waste system in, but I did not account for this, to be honest with you. So when you're cutting holes in your joist, it has to be in the centre of the joist. Alright, so if you've got 180mm joist, you can only cut through 25% of that. 25% 180 is 45mm, 40mm pipe, that'll be spot on. Yeah, that's a basic calculation when it comes to cutting joist. And obviously if it's the external wall, you can't go too close to here because you're weakening it. I can't remember the measurement for that, but if you look it up you'll find it. But yeah, with a joist, that's how I normally work it out. So shower tray is in place now with the wood underneath, just so we can mark out where we've got to cut out. I know that board's loose, but we've got to strengthen it up in a minute. So now we're just putting in extra supports, especially where you're going to be standing. Wayne's putting one right in the back left hand corner, because there's nothing there before. Support is beast and nail gun. That is very powerful. So yeah, just put an extra support in there, then we can get that down, shower tray in. We am a little bit behind at the moment though, I really am. You can see where we cut out the wall as well. We're going to be putting plywood behind there. So the reason is there's going to be a grab valve there in the seat there. We want it absolutely rock solid. So yeah, Wayne's just sorting that out, then we can get that bedded in. Bit of a cargo support because the battery died on my phone. I know, should have charged it, but we're putting a sheet of plasterboard in there, and what you can't see behind here is that's the original stud. that mark there was a piece of timber running right the way down there, because that is where the shower glass screen is going to go. So I've got a good bit of timber in there now to get onto it. So yeah, that will hold solid once on. To be honest, yeah, once the panels on, it gives a wall massive. It really does strengthen up the wall. So yeah, once the panels on, you can have a full panel in there. You can have a full panel across. The all this has got to be scraped off and come off. Put a bit of wood in here. This is because there's a shower seat going on in here, and I know what you're saying. Wood in the shower area. With these multi panels, once they're in. There's no gaps or anything for them to get by. There'll be a gap in the corner, but it'll be silicone behind, silicone in front. You ain't going to get no moisture behind the back of these panels, trust me. So yeah, that's for the shower seat. We wanted something solid. So you can imagine concrete screws on that. The seat is going to be solid no matter where we put it then. So yeah, that's in there for the seat. And now we've got to build the false wall over there. Right, so we've made some progress now. We've got the boards back down. Just got to connect onto there. Got the false wall in, and you can see we've got a new light up, because on there, look. When I got this plasterboard in, I shattered the light. So we got to put the new light up temporary. Yeah, I just knocked it with the top of there, but false wall's in. Wayne's just going to connect up in there, get this board on. Got that board on. Then we're going to get the shower tray in. Get some small supports underneath there. But yeah, it's coming along now. It is getting late though, so 4:04 we need to get the train tonight. Yeah, better get cracking. There you go, Wayne's made the connection back onto the 3-inch from the 4-inch. So that now is ready for the plasterboard, just to go across there. And that'll be the wall built out flat level. And we can start panelling it once we've got that shower train. I'll add a tidy because it's getting a bit messy in here. Saw pipes in the way ready. So yeah, let's get this board put on. So the bottom flights, you can use sanded cement or adhesive. Now we can use sanded cement because we've got a deviation like that way. Lengthwise is fine, but that way it's out. So sanded cement, we're going to bed that down and hopefully get it level. There you go, shower tray all in, levelled up with the sanded cement. You'll find that it'll push it, because we've had to raise this quite a bit here to get it level. We'll just put something underneath it just to stop it from sinking overnight. But it will push out the water out of the sanded cement, but once it goes off, it'll be absolutely sound. It will. I've done dry mixes, wetter mixes on this, and you always get the water pushing out of it. Right, what you can do really. But yeah, that's the shower tray all in. Tomorrow we're gonna board it all and everything. Just gonna reboard it all. The aqua panels on. Yeah, I've had enough now. You had enough. I've had enough. I don't like doing bathrooms. I really don't. It just drives me mad.
Love it.
I don't.
Love it.
I don't. The farm's been going mad. Why farm's been going mad? It's silly season. I'm doing a bathroom. It's just crazy. That's day 2, all done. I'll go see how much I film really, because I've been just trying to crack on with it. It's about 5:30 now on day 2. I wanted the shower train yesterday, but it's in now. It's done. We've got the strength in the wall now for the seat and the handrail, because you need something really strong for them to go in, because the seat is just a floating seat and the handrail is obviously going to take a lot of weight when pulling on it. So with the wood in the wall, they boarded, and what's it called? I keep forgetting what's called. The aqua panels. It'll be rock solid, totally waterproof as well. So yeah, tomorrow hopefully we can get in, scrape some of the wallpaper off behind me, do the panelling. You can tell I'm tired, man. I can't get my words out, but that's the end of day 2. Oh no.